You're not alone if you believe that you should receive an apology for the actions or inactions of others. But at some point in my life, I realized that I was not going to get an acknowledgement, a true acknowledgement, an apology. I've shared before how, after being led into the wilderness of sexual abuse, one of the persons denied that he had anything to do with it. And then one day, while we were playing out in the street, all of a sudden it was like slow motion. Before I knew it, he was in front of me and he turned around and he said it wasn't that bad. And part of me was like, wow, he just acknowledged that it happened. Because I think somehow, even though you know every inch of your body, every cell of your body knows what happened to you, that there is some form of doubt. There's some doubt that leaks into your nervous system, into your subconscious mind, because then you're like, oh my gosh, was it then a dream? Did it did it really happen? Why is this person? And I think it's more about, why is this person not acknowledging that they did what they did, that it happened? What's the problem? Why can't you acknowledge it? And you have to be careful of how you interpret it, because, it's through our interpretation that we um, start forming our beliefs, our thoughts about experiences. And even the experience with my father, being on trial in our kitchen after I had said that he was abusing my mother, and him not acknowledging, absolutely getting upset, furiated that I had the audacity to, as a child, as a little 3 or 4 year old girl, to speak the truth when a 40-year-old man, almost 50, couldn't. 40 years old, close to 40, couldn't do it. And so, and then there was one point where I gathered the courage in my 20s to confront him via phone, the person that was part of the leading me into the dark wilderness. And he still did not acknowledge what happened. He said it was the other person. And it was that day that I knew I cannot wait on an acknowledgement, on an apology. And I actually even wrote a poem about that. But I cannot wait for someone else to acknowledge what they did and did not do, and for you to say, truly, I am sorry. That, I believe that elders are the ones that help show you how to live your life. But it was through observation, through my personal experience with the generational cycle of pain, that I realized that is not true, that wisdom is a choice, and that forgiveness is a choice, and acknowledgement is a choice, and an apology is a choice. And as my mother shared with me her uh, principles that I believe were my life sustaining principles, helping me to avoid a lot of the consequential potholes from being raised by a single parent, having experienced an abusive relationship with my mother and father, witnessing that, and also having gone through my own pain. That really, her life principles helped me. And one of the things that she said was that you can't change grown folks. You can't change them. And I know many of us are holding on to, if that family member could acknowledge it, if, we're holding on to this bondage, this imprisonment that we put ourselves in, that's doubt, that didn't really happen, and it did happen, and why won't they acknowledge it? And they're my family member, they're this title, coach, teacher, whoever it may be, and we're we're holding onto our lives. We may not be really enjoying sharing our divine gifts and talents, our purposes, or that we're sharing it in such a way that we're also too destroying ourselves with alcohol, with drugs, with multiple sex partners, whatever it may be, that there's this sense of destruction that is occurring inside of us, as well as this part of us that knows why we're here, knows our divine purpose, knows that our life has meaning. And as I've written in my memoir, Compass, that we hold the detonator to our lives in one hand, and we hold the life giving light in another. And it's through us making a conscious choice, believing, because you know that when we talk about creating a generational love cycle, it's all about changing those thoughts that lead us to do the things that we're doing, that lead us to not acting upon our gifts. One, our life is based on choices, and from those, and those choices are grounded often in our beliefs that we have about ourselves and about the life that we're here to live. And it's through changing those core beliefs, those fundamental beliefs, that we can break free of the need for apology, the need for acknowledgement, the need for acceptance, right? That we can do the work that we're here to do, that we can shine the light that is within us, and we can release the darkness, the pain. Because what I refer to in my compass, this pain wants you to be bitter, wants you to not forgive, to not experience the joy that we were meant to experience, the hope, the future, that we have everything inside of us to move past, not only just to move past, but to transcend, to rise above our experiences, no matter what they are, to believe that no matter what we've been through, that anything is possible, that we have unlimited creativity, access to unlimited knowledge about our past, our future, our present, that can help us, that we have the tools inside of us to move forward in life. And when you believe that, I mean, when you honestly believe it, you've had points in your life where you've probably felt so confident, or felt like, you could do anything, or anything is possible, or felt, you did something, you didn't worry about the consequences. But it's when you started thinking about what you've been through and what someone else did, and that's when you diminish, if you will. You diminish your light. You diminish your gifts, your talents. You hold them close, because who are you to share them? Who are you because what someone else did? Who are you because what you allowed to happen? You are still the divine spirit that is here to be a reflection of the truth, to be a reflection of this power that created the universe and beyond, this power that stands inside of you. So, how do we get to a point that we let go of the need or desire to have an apology, to have acceptance or acknowledgement? And I believe it's the choice that you must say, you know what, I deserve better. I deserve to be free. I deserve to be happy. And it's what you continually tell yourself, is what those messages get played over and over in your mind. Those messages feed you daily. They nourish you throughout your other experiences. They fuel you as you move forward to your divine purpose, to fulfilling it. One day at a time. where we sit quietly with ourselves each day and we take a look inside and we aim to unveil those dark places within our mind, within our body, within our garden, our mind and heart. And we aim to set ourselves free, to dismantle those myths, those beliefs, and to change them to something more positive, more life sustaining than life draining. This is Tamika Chambers with Create a Generational Love Cycle. You deserve to be free from the need of apology, from the need of acceptance from others, even no matter who it is, your family, your friends, your associates, your coach, your teacher, your principal. No matter who it is, don't give your power to someone else. Don't let them decide what it is that you will be free. You choose that. And I know it may be hard to believe it sometimes, but even change that thought that anything is possible. Even believing that you are worth every effort, every time, every money spent to be free, to live your life, to be joyful, to be compassionate, to experience love, right? Because it was through me realizing that I have to be free. I want to live my life, that I got to experience love, that I got to have the family, that I have the career that I want because I chose to be free. And you too, you can choose freedom. You can choose your being free because it is out of that mindset that you help your children to be free, that you leave more than a material or financial legacy, but one that is healing, that is life sustaining from the inside out, character building, that empowers others to respect others, to have compassion, to have trust, to be aligned with the truth, to have real power. So I'm ending. I was going to end. Then I started to add some more, but I hope this message has been beneficial to you in knowing that you deserve to be here. You deserve to have the life that you desire, that's in your heart. Because as I've heard before and read before, it was placed there for a reason by the divineness, by the power that created you and knew you were worthy of this power, of this divine gift, knew you were worthy to be here on earth. I'll talk to you soon.